Hello guys, welcome to another YouTube video. It's your boy Little Boy 24 here, and today is going to be my review for Thunderbolts. Let's get right into it. So there's going to be spoilers, but I'm going to say that's at the end of the video. Just most likely to talk about the end credit and post credit. But honestly, this movie is amazing. I just started Letterboxd, Letterboxd is an app for reviews, so I just started doing that too. So I will give you the star rating at the end of the video. But yeah, this movie was perfect. Honestly, you see the movie, you're gonna look at it and you're gonna like, well, this looks like more like a Suicide Squad movie, right? That's what a lot of people said. I even said it looked like a Suicide Squad movie by looking at the Rogue, right? But honestly, this is no Suicide Squad movie. I think this is definitely a great superhero movie. This is a Marvel movie that should have been Marvel should be doing this whole entire time than what they have been doing for other movies. This was perfect. This felt like a Deadpool and Wolverine, the funny parts and good stuff about it. And then I feel like another thing was very good about it. It kind of felt like Wakanda Forever. It has that little bit of the sadness and rebellion. Honestly, the movie. Another thing is about this movie. It is such a great movie. Such a great story with it. Every character in this movie, it doesn't feel like it's a bunch of characters, you know? Because a lot of movies nowadays, they put all these big characters and these big superheroes or villains, and they put them together, and it just, some villain doesn't get their story, some villain never has a story, some villains are just too much, they focus on our heroes and stuff, they put too much to it, too much characters into it, and we get no story for some of those characters. This one, every character has a story, every character has a meaning in this movie. We'll talk about like the characters, like Yelena. You see, I'm not gonna say this is like big spoilers, but Yelena is just dealing with depression. Honestly, Yelena is so stuck on Black Widow's death, how she feels like she's reality doing nothing as this agent. She's not really helping saving the world, just like her sister did, Yelena, or Natasha doesn't feel like Natasha. And then we have U.S. agent, I forgot his name, Walker, straight out, looks like dealing with how he wanted to be Captain America. He wanted to be a super soldier. He wanted to be Captain America. Not Steve Rogers, but Captain America. He wanted to be a hero for people, but because of what he did in the Falcon and Winter Soldier, he goes down and loses his wife, his kid, and he goes down a dark pathway. Ghost, after she getting fixed in Ant-Man and Wasp, she's just been working, and she's been a total butthole, like an angry kid practically. And then Taskmaster in it too, honestly same thing, having problems with her life too. And then Red Guardian just wants to be a big hero, and Red Guardian just wants to be a big hero. He wants to be a hero like he was in Russia. He wants to be praised by humans, people to love him, you know. And then we have Sentry too. Sentry's in it, and Sentry in this was amazing. I really love his character. He was funny, or Bob, let's say, but reality, I feel like everyone knows. Even the trailer showed it. Sentry was in it. He was amazing. Bob was amazing. The Void was amazing. Characters, I think everything in it was good. And the villains, it was two villains, the Void and the Lady. Reality was a villain, and honestly, that was such a perfect thing. The villains were perfect too. And Bob, I like how Bob is dealing with depression, and he was abused as a kid, and you know, he was a drug addict too, and you see him going through all this, and you just see the Thunderbolt group just practically just helping him to get better, and telling him, hey, we're friends, we can help each other. It's such a great character wise, this was such a good movie. Background story and other stuff. Honestly, the CGI was perfect. The fight scenes was perfect. A lot of fight scenes. Honestly, if you're expecting action, you're gonna get a lot of action in this movie. So, action was amazing. The action, New York was pretty good. I think honestly, yeah, story-wise was perfect too. You just practically just follow these heroes, fallen heroes and villains, and at the end of the movie they become heroes, and you even see you see the Void. Well, honestly, guys, I'm gonna admit it. The Sentry, the Void are villains. Reality, you just see how even though you're broken and you're depressed or anything, you can get back up and you can be a good person and you can do stuff that anything you can do with the help of people, or sorry guys, or with the help of the people or anything. It just really just shows how depression and addiction, you can change from that and be a better person. Definitely love it. That's how I really love about this movie and the villain, right? So, and I think honestly I have no negativity with this movie. I just think it was amazing. Only thing I think I have a problem is this takes place in New York. Like, with the story reality is that how can you take this place in New York City and then you're telling me no Spider-Man? Okay, no Spider-Man. No Spider-Man doesn't make any sense. Why is there no Spider-Man? You would think Spider-Man would be there to help, right? Or maybe the Void took him before that could even happen. And I would totally love to know is in the Void, guys, the Void kind of takes over New York, like just becomes like a black hole practically. What was Spider-Man? What would happen to Spider-Man? Like, a lot of these characters in Spider-Man, Daredevil, Spider-Man, what happened to them? Because all of New York got sucked up by the Void. If you were in the Void, what the Void does, it shows your Great Depression. It practically just shows the bad side of you. So, like, whatever you did in your past that wasn't good, or something that hurt you in your past. So, I think it would be cool if in a Daredevil show or in the Spider-Man movie, like, you kind of see what they saw when that happened, when the Void happened. That would be kind of cool, but, knowing it, they ain't gonna do that. But, taking place in New York doesn't make sense. Same thing with Kingpin. Kingpin is the mayor of New York, and honestly, I'm gonna leave that part alone. Actually, I'm gonna leave that for the end of the video. But yeah, it was a 2-hour and 6-minute movie. The character was amazing. The story was amazing. I do have a little bit of problem. I think that spoilers on this part. Taskmaster did die. I can't really say it was a spoiler because honestly, for this past month, all Marvel fans and people kind of just knew Taskmaster was gonna die. Like, everyone knew that she was gonna die for some reason. It wasn't even leaked. It was just theories saying, boom, she's gonna die. And those theories are very true. She does die. And I think because of that, I'm a little bit frustrated. Because, like, I wish even though she wasn't the real Taskmaster, she was still an interesting hero and an interesting character. But at the same time, straight out, they said that she could come back. So maybe she is still alive and she can't just die easily. So she could come back for like for another Avengers movie, Avengers Doomsday. She could just pop out of nowhere and help out again, or not. She could just be dead, fully dead. So could just be totally wrong. But yeah, I really think they waste Taskmaster pretty easily. I think another thing is, honestly, I would say, what's her name? The villain, the lady. Honestly, I feel like even though she was a villain, she was the main villain. I wish they did a little bit better with her. She was very menacing and she was good, but like, honestly, they kind of made her look like a Nick Fury, but honestly, she really isn't. Like, she was in every TV. She was in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. She was in a lot of the Disney Plus shows and a lot of the movies too. Actually, she was in the Black Panther movie too. So you saw her character was in some TV shows and movies. But then to the end of it, they make it look like a wimp, honestly, at the end of it in the movie. So I kind of wish she was still more menacing, but she does do something clever in the end of the movie. And everyone knew this, but reality, because they did it so early, they didn't even wait a month. Like, after, 5 days the movie was out, boom, they already changed the title. But reality, it's not called the Thunderbolts. There are the Avengers. So they're the new Avengers. That's the movie reality's name is. Not Thunderbolts, but it's a new Avenger is. And that's another thing is, this is a Avengers movie, guys. If you guys didn't know. This is no, Thunderbolt, a different team. This is a actual Avenger movie in it. And this is what I'm going to say. I'm going to make a TikTok and a short of a tier list of all the Avengers movie, but I believe this has to be one of the best Avengers movie that Marvel has actually made between any of the other Avengers movie. And honestly, I don't want to talk about it because we ain't talking about a tier list for Avengers. We're here to talk about Thunderbolts, and I will do that tier list, but I do believe this is one of the great Avengers movie out there. So honestly, yeah, I think this is all for main story and talking about that. But if you guys don't want to hear about the post credits or the end credits, I'm just gonna give you guys my review for it right now. I had given this movie a 4.5 stars. Like I said, there was still a little bit of problems. Definitely the villain, the lady, I forgot her name. I really had I wish she was a little bit more like a Nick Fury more than anything. I know she was in, like I said, she popped in a bunch of shows and movies, but in this, she didn't really feel like a Nick Fury. She feels like a total a-hole. She was just being mean for no damn reason. How can you want to make heroes if you can't even be nice to these heroes? That kind of frustrated me. So that was one of the problems. Taskmaster, and that was really all. So that why I just give it a 4.5 stars. Just because that half was definitely Taskmaster and the villain. So yeah, 4.5 stars for the whole movie. Honestly, and then a 1 out of 10. I'd give it a 9.5 out of 10. Like I said, very much of a good movie. No problems with it. Reality, some minor little problem that doesn't really change the movie. So yeah, hopefully, I definitely hope we get another Avenger film with some, and most likely we will. But yeah, for you guys don't want to hear about the end credit, skip on the video. Go watch another YouTube video on my channel. If not, you want to hear me talk about the end credit, here I go. So the post credit scene, we have two end credit. We have an end credit and a post credit. Let's talk about the post credit. It's just a funny one. It's a funny post credit. That's all. Nothing really big. It's just the Red Guardian going to a grocery store, and straight out the Avengers team is just on the freaking cereal box, on the Wheaties box. So Wheaties, the cereal box where famous sport people go on, and he just grabs it and shows it to people hey, I'm on the box, you should buy it. And they're all creeped out and run away from him because he didn't look like the person in the picture for some reason, because he shaved his beard. So that was the post-credit scene. And then the end credit scene, we see the whole team, right? We see the freaking whole Avengers team that we saw from the end of the movie. We saw Ghost, we saw all these characters. I think Ghost was in it. And straight out, we just see the Winter Soldier saying, hey, Wilson's not going to let us have the Avengers name. He literally copyrighted it from us, and he doesn't want us to use the Avengers name, and he's kind of already mad at me about this, and we're not even talking anymore. And they're talking about how they could just change the name to Avengers so it's a Z at the end, than having that S. And then I guess they were getting an alert of a spaceship coming to Earth, and they were trying to get a picture of it. Meanwhile, that was happening. They were talking about how we should see the Sentry again, Bob, and Bob was like, well, you can't really do that unless you want the other side of me to come out. And they were like, well, okay, oh well. And then after that, boom, the spaceship we're going to be seeing, and the spaceship it's a Fantastic Four. Whew. When I saw that in the movie theater, I looked at my dad and I said, oh my god, they're doing it. They finally have a good end credit after Endgame, after having, oh my god, guys, after Endgame with these boring end credits, we finally get a good end credit. finally like connects to another Marvel movie, and it was so perfect to see it. I really enjoy watching that end credit. And before we talk about the end credit, how I think that's amazing, how that's kind of connect Fantastic Four, and how that kind of just gives us an ending of Fantastic Four. Straight out, they have a new suits, and the new suits for these team members are decent. I don't really like the U.S. agent. I wish he had his mask, reality, but he's wearing a hat, so I don't really mind it. I wish he wears. Hopefully, he does wear his mask in the movie Avengers Doomsday or wherever, or Fantastic Four by the looks of it. If not, I'll be fine with it. Also, their new Avengers suit, and the thing about the end credit, by the looks of it, what they said is that these characters, what the suits they're wearing and the stuff they're wearing, the Thunderbolts or the new Avenger cast members of the team who made that movie didn't make the end credit. They didn't make the end credit. It was a production of Avengers Doomsday that made that end credit. So, reality, the suit they're wearing, those are the suit they're gonna wear in the new Avengers movie, Avengers Doomsday. So, the Winter Soldier suit looks kind of stupid. I'm not gonna lie, but like nothing that's terrible. Cause I've seen worse suits than that. But yeah, let's get off from the suits. Let's talk about what it hints to. So, practically, we got the ending of Fantastic Four right there. By the looks of it, the Fantastic Four team is going to Earth. By the looks of it, our Earth. Oh my god, guys, I could die. It's going to our 616 universe, our main MCU, right? And now, when we see this, this kind of gives us three things. The two things it's mainly is it has to be the Fantastic Four. It has to be the Thing, the Human Torch, Sue Storm, and Mr. Fantastic. Now, there's a bunch of people split on this, right? If this is the Fantastic Four, why are they here on our end of this movie? Like, straight out. So either their planet got destroyed by Galactus and they figured out a way to go to a different universe, only them, with Doctor Doom by the looks of it. Because Doctor Doom will be in our Earth. So we already know that, right? Or their planet was saved from Galactus, but the thing is, Doctor Doom, they found out that Doctor Doom has a plan to go to 616 Earth and destroy all universe because there's something on 616 he wants. And because of that, straight out, the Fantastic Four goes to 616 to let the hero knows from that Earth, say, hey, we have a threat coming here, and it's Doctor Doom, and we know how to defeat him. That's two sides. But there's theories out here that's saying that Doctor Doom is actually in that spaceship, actually, the Fantastic Four spaceship. And I'm over here like, no way. That's the point. Because the Fantastic Four has to survive, so maybe it's just two spaceships, and he takes that one spaceship of Fantastic Four, and then Fantastic Four figure out another way to get to that universe. Not for sure. But because of this what my total guess is, guys, is that in the Fantastic Four movie, we're gonna see the Avengers in it. The new Avengers, at least, right? We're gonna see Yelena. We're gonna see all these Avengers meeting the Fantastic Four and say, hey, why are you guys on my Earth? Who are you guys? What are you guys here for? And then straight off Fantastic Four explaining why they're here. And then we hear Robert Downey Jr.'s Doctor Doom coming out saying, you guys are gonna die, or something like that. Something where the new Avengers and straight out Fantastic Four are talking, and then something with Doctor Doom comes down, because after Fantastic Four is Doomsday. That's the next Avengers movie. That's the next Marvel movie, Avengers Doomsday. So, after Fantastic Four, they have had to have it in credit to connect. Oh my god, to connect that. But that's all my series for that. Yeah, honestly, this will be the end of the video. Honestly, there's nothing else I could really talk about. I did complete the whole collection of the popcorn buckets of Thunderbolts and cups for Cinemark, so I'm a bit proud on that. I had to take out some money for that, yes. But was it worth my money? Maybe. Oh well, but yeah. If you guys enjoyed this YouTube video, hit the sub and hit the like to see more reviews or tier lists or anything in the future that I make on this channel. Hit the like to see if I If you guys liked the video, yeah, hit the sub, hit the like, and have a great day. Peace.